What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Guys, first off, I want to start this video out with, if you don't know who I am, I'm TrippyMELMEL. I'm a variety streamer over on twitch.tv. I stream 7 days a week, and I'm also a content creator right here on YouTube. Guys, this video is a video that, you know what, I never thought I would be making. But after speaking with my manager and speaking with my family, my friends, and just several other people, then you know what? Now's the time. It's time for me to come clean and make this video. This video is being made not to piss anyone off, not to run anyone in the dirt, but for pure honesty. I've had so many comments, so many concerns, and so many questions as to why did I end up leaving HyperRyderz RC Bike Club. And today, I want to bring it to your attention as to why I up and left that bike club. But a few things that I want to get straight about myself is when I put my name on something and I stand behind something firmly, then I stand behind it for a reason, because it's something that I believe in. I've put my whole heart in. It's just a passion of mine. You know what I'm saying? I don't do it because my buddy wants me to do it or because I think it's cool. None of that. I do it all for the right reasons. And when I went into the group and when I had my mindset, the first thing was I contacted my manager, because it's hard for me to just up and leave when I have a work schedule that I have to attend to daily, you know, and it's hard just to be like, hey man, you know what I'm saying? I'll be there. I'll show up at this meeting or I'll be at that. You know, it's kind of like giving two different parties your full, you know, attention and all of your dedication. And I wanted to make sure that I could give this bike club my all before I just ran and jumped into something. So after speaking with my manager, talking everything over, I could give it my full attention. So, and if you know anything about me, I'm somebody that, like I said, when I put my all into it, my all was into it. I'll do anything in this world for any and everybody, because I'm not somebody that thinks I'm better than anybody else. I served 11 years in the Tennessee State Prison. I have no room to judge the next person. But after seeing everything that I have seen over the past 90 days, guys, it marked my 90th day, and I was going to be getting my vest, my patch, and everything. Was I proud of that? Yeah, absolutely. Anybody would be proud of it. Why? Because I worked for it. Nobody else done it for me. Nobody. Because I put more dedication in 90 days into that group and never even met some of the people. I've watched so many people have petty answers. I can't be here. I got to work today. I can't do this. I got to be at a birthday party. Or I can't be there. I'm sick. But guess what? You see them all over social media doing this and that. But everybody's work schedule ends, you know, at a certain time during the day. Guess what? They leave work, go straight home. Why? Because their all is not into that. I don't care what they say. If they were standing face to face with me right today, I would tell them, your all is not into it. And I almost quit my first week after being in this club because I watched so many people make excuses as to why they could never show up. I mean, they're the dumbest, most poorest excuses. But something that really irked me of all things in this club is you meet some of the fakest, most lyingest, manipulating people. And it starts with higher up. That's what's sad. It's the higher up people. You know what I'm saying? The ones that will just look you dead in your eye and will just lie straight to your face. But you know what? You can always see the difference in people that have their heart into something because they want to do it. And then you got these ones over here that I want to do it because I want the recognition behind it. You know what I'm saying? I want to be recognized. Like, hey, I'm the president. Or, hey, I'm the secretary. Those are my examples. You know what I'm saying? That's what you see. But I want to show you guys something. You know, I'm an advocate, and I just can't put all the business out there because I don't know that I'm allowed to say certain things on the YouTube channels. But I'm an advocate for children's organization, and it's my place and my job in the state of Tennessee, throughout the state of Mississippi. If I see any type of situation that would bring bad upon a child, then it's my place to report it back to the office and let it go under investigation. And this past weekend, I made sure that it went under investigation. because it's uncalled for. Drinking moonshine, drinking alcohol, and allowing others to smoke weed at a late day event that is so-called things that we do for children, organization, for kids with special needs is uncalled for. That's what you don't do. What you do on your own time and what you do in your private life doesn't concern me at the end of the day. But when you're wanting me to wear a patch on my back and say that I'm riding for kids with special needs because I care about that next person's child, then make sure that you're not allowing people to drink at these events, especially moonshine, which God only knows is against the law in certain areas, or it's against the law the way you're doing it, you're getting it, the way you're using it. Like, we all know this. And especially smoking weed. You know what I'm saying? But then they play the role of, oh, we don't smoke weed, or da-da-da. You know what's going on. You're not stupid. How many of you people here know what the smell of weed smells like? Don't tell me that you don't know what's not going on when the whole neighborhood is lit up with it. You know what I'm saying? So, but like I said, does it bother me? No. I was one of the biggest junkies, one of the biggest addicts walking to this day. So you know what? It doesn't bother me that you do it. But it bothers me when you wear that patch on your back and claim you're doing something for a child, when you're just doing nothing but manipulating the whole reasoning for what you're doing. How can you ever sit up and represent something for children in this world when that's what you're allowing to go on at your meetings and allowing to go on at events? If you're having a meeting or if you're having an event and it's for children, then those things shouldn't be allowed to go on. And as an advocate for my office, it's my job to make sure it doesn't happen. So I got all kinds of recordings. I got full videos. I actually have 6 hours worth of videos. 6 hours from different events to where I recorded with a body cam. Half the time, nobody even knew I had a body cam on me. But I always have a body cam. One, I either have my GoPro camera, which everybody can see that. Or two, I actually have my cam that actually snaps on to my hat. That's why I wear this hat backwards. So it records at all times, but nobody can see it. Picks up full audio. So at the end of the day, guys, I'm going to be showing you some messages. But first off, I'm going to start reading them from my phone, okay? I want to read this from my phone because I want you to understand where all this started, okay? The reasoning of me leaving, okay? So I had watched all of this stuff happen, and I watched it just boil and boil until I couldn't take it any longer, okay? So it started out with, I posted the YouTube video of my wife, the president, and of course my buddy Brad, his wife was involved, and his little boy, which was 3, and their other son, I don't really know how old he is, but they were all playing Jenga. Was nothing inappropriate about it. I made a thumbnail, which I'll go ahead and post the thumbnail up here so you guys can see it. But I posted a thumbnail picture. And listen, I understand that some things are very inappropriate and some things you just shouldn't say and shouldn't do. But if you're going to let this be what causes your group to fail, then I tell you what, you got another thing coming. Because what's going to cause your group to fail is somebody like me driving it all the way to the main office with all the 6 hours of videos of things that should not be going on when you're repping for children. That's what you should be worried about. So anyways, it went on that, oh no, you've got to take this thumbnail down because I had, you know, as you see, the little character in it, he's flipping a bird. Guys, he's flipping a bird. Did you see what I said? This is stuff that we do every single day in life. Why? Somebody can't be themselves? Because you're worried about what that next lady out there that might say about your club. But what if that lady out there that don't see that part of the picture knows what you're really doing inside that club? That's what it's all about today. So the president's messy wife, and that's what I called her, messy, drama-fied, oh, I miss goody-goody because I think I'm cool because I got money. Miss Crazy, I ain't going to say, okay, went and decided to text me, okay? hey, with red exclamation marks, like the world was ending. So there's where the drama started, okay? You guys will be seeing this as pictures here as I read it. But please take this down. We as a club can't have any profanity or hand gestures attached to HyperRyderz RC. Do you see this? Due to we ride for special needs kids, please, thanks so much. And then she shows me the picture. I posted it on Facebook, okay? I said, I'll remove the pic. I was respectful. I'll remove the pic. Then here we go again. And Prez, which that's what they call the so-called president, who does nothing, who never puts his foot down and makes anybody do anything. Why? It's all about this. Keep that in mind. We'll get there in a minute. Sorry, we may have, or I'm sorry, I skipped a part. And Prez said, if video has any foul language, to remove it, please, or edit the audio. For one, if there's any foul language, it's coming from your husband's mouth. He's the one playing Jenga. So if there's no foul language allowed, then tell your husband to shut up. Shut up and stop talking like this. There's kids around. Why? Why do you got to get on here and want me to put on a front for YouTube and block out the audio when he shouldn't have been talking that way around kids anyway? There were kids there. Right, guys? Okay, carrying on. That was just stupid. And then, once again, thanks so much. Just switch the pitch. The pic. I'm sorry, guys. I said, keep in mind, though, I don't upload these. My manager from YouTube does, okay? You know, I'm not the only one who uploads my stuff. I said he uploaded to Facebook, and then I sent it to y'all, which I did. I sent it to them. Thought they might want to see the funny game of Jenga. Who cares? Get over it. And then I said, he's going to switch it. Sorry, we may have never stated that since you have joined. We just have to be careful due to our cause. First off, I do know about it. I know all about the lady who is best friends with my wife's grandmother out of Alabama when she got on Facebook because somebody cut her off in the middle of traffic. I'm well aware of it. My wife is from the state of Alabama. My wife is from Florence, Alabama, as a matter of fact. So I'm well aware. I know exactly who the lady is that complains somebody cut her off. But you know what? She's well aware of what HyperRyderz RC is all about. So don't fool the lady, because you ain't going to. Just like, you know what? You ain't going to fool the world anymore, because I'm here to let them know. I'm here to let them know. Then I said, well, the language from them two in there may be a huge deal then. They cursed like sailors. I was meaning in general. I put the smiley face. So I'm reading this to you. I know it's kind of blurry from my green screen, but I'm reading it just like it says. He said, please ensure videos don't have any foul language in them. He said, please take them down, then ASAP, or take out the audio. You're that worried about HyperRyderz RC because you don't want people to know who the real you are. That's exactly what you're worried about. You don't want nobody in the world to really know what you guys are about. That's what's pathetic. If you want to be a real organization, then stand for what you believe in. Stop hiding behind the door, because that's what you're doing. I'm here to go ahead and open the door for you. So here's your chance to come on out. Make a YouTube video for yourself. Speak back. I want you to. Edit the video. Do whatever you want to do at the video. I want you to speak back out. Don't just comment below. Please speak back out. Make your video, because I'll help it go public. And I went on, he said, he just kept on going on. He said, take it down and remove it from the HyperRyderz RC message group before it gets shared. He didn't want nobody to share it. This is not good, she said. Take down off of Facebook. I said, he's working on it. It's one step at a time, all right? And I said, it's already been changed on Facebook. She said, okay, awesome, thanks. And I said, he changed YouTube. I heard the third degree, but it's done. My final message from my manager was, don't do stupid shit you shouldn't be doing at places that's even going to involve kids if you're worried about it. I took the blame. He thought I needed it done, which he didn't. He was well aware of it. She said, okay, thanks. I said, it wasn't open to the full public, just my circle of friends. Plus, Facebook has no tags, so no one in y'all's circle can see stuff like that because I have HyperRyderz RC circle blocked. So if I don't follow, they can't see it unless y'all share it because I'm on a private circle. So always remember that. Chris said audio was fine other than like, oh shit and damn stupid words like that. And other than that, that is blocked, you know. She said, yes, we understand, but some in the group may share it. She was worried about somebody else in the group sharing it. So anyway, she went on and on, said thanks in a million years. So I go on to show her that it had been, you know, changed. She decides to wake up the next morning and she goes on with drama again. So we're on day 2 and here comes Miss Petty Drama blowing me up in text messages instead of being a grown-ass adult and texting me. Hey girl, I just removed our name from this tag and I messaged Shelby also. I told her you had corrected it, not sure where she got this from. Thanks. Hey, she says she shared it from your YouTube. Now keep in mind, Shelby shared this from my YouTube way before it had ever gotten shared. Because here's the way it was. Let's say that Shelby, which is Brad's wife, had shared it a million times with this old YouTube thumbnail on it. But in the end, let's say that you guys clicked on it. You guys would still see the new. You wouldn't see the old. You wouldn't even see HyperRyderz' name in it. Only where you would see it is on Shelby's page if you were friends with her. So instead of them going out of the way and looking at the YouTube stuff myself to see if I corrected it, all they were doing was yapping their damn jaws like she does because she don't ever shut up long enough because she thinks she's in control of everything. That's what's wrong with that lady. That lady needs somebody to reach back one time and slap her so hard that her mama feels it. I'm telling you. Listen, guys, you have no idea about this group. If they was all here, I'd let you know. When I tell you a bunch of hypocrite, two-faced, lying, manipulating people, that's what they are. So on, goes on, goes on. I ask them, thank you, you know what I'm saying, for everything. Whatever. Thank you for letting me be a part of it. Take me out of the group. As a matter of fact, I'll just take myself out. And that's what I did. I don't want to be a part of that. Because let me show you guys something. Do you know what Extra Life is? If you don't, let's click on it. Extra Life is an organization it's a program for Children's Miracle Network hospitals. Extra Life takes up money, fundraising stuff for children. Any money that they get, they don't keep it in a bank account to keep Extra Life going. But guess what? HyperRyderz RC has over $1,000 in their account. None of that money came out to buy all the food, all the supplies we needed for Lake Day. How do I know? Because I checked into it. I already know that it didn't. You can go in and actually, they don't even know it themselves. They don't even have their own PayPal account private to where you can hack into their PayPal account. So for one, their PayPal account, all you got to do is use their email address and just pull it up and you can go right into it. Their email or their PayPal account has over $1,000-something in it. It's been red flagged nearly 3 times now. They think it's because they got a business account. No, it's because nobody's paying taxes on that account for an organization. When you own a business in an organization and you're collecting funds from someone, you pay taxes on that at the end of the year. There's never been one tax paid for that PayPal account. It's been flagged, but they say, oh, we ordered a debit card. You can order 1,000 debit cards. It has nothing to do with you paying taxes on something, that money you're taking from hard-earned people in the group, so-called fees, but you're not even giving back to the children. You're keeping it in funds and saying, hey, we'll use it for this, or hey, we'll use it for that. As a matter of fact, I got something laying around here. I thought I did. I don't even know where it's at the moment, to be honest with you, because I've set it down somewhere. Because you know why? I've not even cared nothing about it, because it doesn't mean anything to me at the end of the day. But you know what? I did want to show you guys. So that means something to me. Anyways, we'll get to that in a second. But with the money, here's the thing. If I tell you guys that I'm raising money for Extra Life, which I do, for Vanderbilt Children's Hospital, every bit of the money I make goes to Vanderbilt Children's Hospital. None of this money goes into a bank account that so-called a secretary who half the time you've not even showed her how to run the account. She barely even knows what's going on, and she'll tell you that herself. But anyway, here's the thing. Why are you keeping $1,000 in the account? You don't pay for nobody's gas money to travel. You ain't renting no hotels nowhere, putting nobody up nowhere. So you're just holding on to money for what? Give that $1,000 to a child that's in need. That's what you do. Or you should have used that money to pay for everything on Lake Day, but instead, my wife paid for a lot of stuff, guys. silverware, plates, etc. You know what? It was, who's going to bring this? Who's going to bring that? Who's going to do this? Well, what about that $1,000 that's in that account that you ain't going to do nothing with besides hold on to? And then you also got people in the group that are sitting around telling somebody else's business. So my wife goes up to somebody and says, hey, how much, are Mel's fees for the month? How much does she owe? Well, guess what? Instead of you minding your own business and just talking about what Mel owed, you went on to tell my wife how much Brad had missed out on paying. Brad hadn't made a payment since May. But you know what? Nothing's confidential. So if you'll tell that about anybody, you'll talk about anybody in the group. So here's the way I see it. I will never wear a patch on my back anywhere stating I am representing any kind of kids in a bike club and getting out here riding with a bunch of damn drunks. That's what I won't do. Drinking and driving on a bike, for one, it's against the law. We all know it. Two, if I would have been with that group and they would have hit anybody, let's say they hit somebody and there was a child in the car and then that patch was on their back, who would I have looked like? Because I never came forward as an advocate for children and spoke up. That'd have been real shitty of me, wouldn't it, guys? Let me go ahead and tell you something. You go up here to the top. If you search for a player and you type in my first and my last name, it shows you what's happened in the past day. Look at this. Do you see my name right here? This is me. In the past day, somebody has raised $50 out of the $1,000 that I just set up. I've raised so much money because I'm part of Extra Life. This is a real organization. This is a real deal. And this is what you do. If you're going to spend your money, guys, I'm telling you now, spend it to where it needs to be spent and where you know it's going to benefit other children. That's all I'm asking you guys. So moving on to what I was going to show you guys a minute ago was I was going to show you guys, let me get this screen down because it's bright. It's all in my face. So I was going to show you guys a bracelet. It was an autism bracelet. So I'm going to speak on two things here. One, they wanted to talk about copyright music, wanted to talk about foul language. Okay, everybody curses. Shit, we all do it, right? Get over it. First off, you don't got to fake who you are to nobody. Just be you, because everybody's real, okay? But if you're going to do it at an event and you're going to do it where children are around, then don't be afraid for social media to know about it. Don't. Because I don't know what you're hiding from, but I promise you guys, they're hiding a lot. You better take that to heart. I promise you. Because I know more than people think I do. Because when you're an advocate and you're part of organizations, all it takes is a little bit of keyboard typing and you can find out everything you want to know about someone. And what I mean by that, let's just say this right here, for example. Okay, let me see if I can pull it up. All right, so let's do this right here, for example, all right? Let me show you what I mean by it takes just a little bit. Guys, I'm an open book, all right? I've said that since day one. I ain't afraid to let nobody know anything about me, all right? Let's search it. When you search it, what do you find? It says I'm inactive. I'm no longer in the system. This was me in my junked out days. Do you see? This is the TrippyMELMEL years ago that didn't care about nobody. If you look right down here, it tells you 11 years. Do you understand this? I didn't get 496218 by singing in the choir. Because when you're in the Tennessee Department of Corrections, you're known as a number. I wasn't Melinda Murphy. I was 496218. And to them, that's who I'll always be. But this number is inactive. Do you see this parole date right here? This whole sentence ended on 11/6/2018 when I was set free. And I made a promise I'd never look back on that past. And I'd be damned if I ride with a bunch of people who are out here breaking the law every day that could benefit me, risking my life to go back to this hellhole. Never again. So guys, all it takes is one click to take you back to your past. So if you ever want to know something about TrippyMELMEL, I'm all over social media. I have nothing to hide. But going back, they went and had somebody go on Amazon, order some autism bracelets. As we all know, in fine writing, autism bracelets, anything you buy on social media that has got someone else's logo on it, even though they are autism bracelets. Now, I can buy these bracelets all day long because they're for sale. These are being sold by a company, but they're not being sold for you to buy them and resell them because they have a copyright logo on them. So for one, they're breaking the rules there. You can't buy that logo and that bracelet and turn around and resell it. But guess what? Me, my wife, somebody that's already a member, everything was paid for. I had to pay for it. Did I care to? No, because supposedly the money was going to go to the kids. That money ain't going to the kids. Don't you let that shit fool y'all. Two, every time a freaking flyer comes out, the flyer has nothing to do with the HyperRyderz RC. It's somebody who, of course, sent me a bunch of messages griping and complaining. This crybaby sitting down, putting her non-aesthetics head into a computer and a phone, doing something she knows nothing about. She is copying other people's artwork, which are little art edits, motorcycles and stuff like this. Regardless, they're copyrighted pictures. She is clipping them and cutting them together, throwing them together, putting them on t-shirts and wanting you to buy them. So two, it's another copyright that they're selling. You can't do stuff like that. I can't go on there and make thumbnails and add other Monster Energy logos or add another bike, logo on it or whatever and put my name, TrippyMELMEL, on it and then ask you guys to buy it. It's a copyright claim. We all know it. Just like putting a picture up right here on YouTube. I can't do it. It's a copyright claim. It's something that you can't do, guys. So listen, so many rules are being broken. So much crap is hiding behind closed doors. All I'm asking you guys is to please look into something before you go spending your money. They're under investigation, and I'm making damn sure of it. As an advocate, it's my job to do it. And I'll do everything I got to do in my blood, in my power, in my soul. If it takes a year, if it takes 5 years, if it takes 20 years to shut it down. And I will make sure of it. It either gets shut down or it gets ran the right way. That's all I ask. Because it ain't being ran the right way. And I'll never go back. You won't ever see me making another video saying, hey guys, I apologize. I shouldn't have said that. Because I'm not apologizing for anything. I don't regret one thing I've ever said. Because you know what? They're not even worth apologizing over. I don't regret any of it. There's one person in that whole group that I would legit call my friend. And it's Brad, because I know him. I know him on a personal level. And I know there's many a times he wants to put his foot down. Because he's fed up with their crap too. Because there's a lot of pettiness that goes on. So many stupid excuses made that somebody can't be a part of something. So here's the thing. If you can't take a few minutes out of your day each month or each year, whatever it is, to participate in something, then get out of it. Just get out of it, guys. I sit here for over 10 hours in this chair, back hurting, miserable, whatever, but I love it. I love every minute of it. I sit here and I raise money for Extra Life. I do it all. Do I make a dime off of it? Nope. Do I see a dime of it? Nope. Because all the money goes straight to the organizations. It ain't going to a cheap generic bank account that somebody ran down to the local bank and set up and a little $1,000 is getting tucked away, but nobody's using that money to benefit anything inside the program. You just know there's a lot going on. I got another video coming out. I'm going to throw clips together of people drinking, smoking weed, just doing all kinds of stuff that they should not be doing. And you're going to get to see. I'm even going to show you video clips of people drinking and then going and getting on their bike and having long rides. So you're going to see a lot of stuff coming up in other videos. And if you're somebody that this hurts your heart and you don't want to see something like this, then just please don't click on the next video that you see that's even titled about why I left HyperRyderz RC. But this is my truth. A lot of people wanted answers from me, and here's the answers. So, you know what? I hope you guys understand, and I hope you guys respectfully, you know what I'm saying, on my part, totally understand where I'm coming from with I don't want my name to be a part of anything to do with a group of guys or girls, whatever, sorry, people that are acting this way. Never. Like I said, what you do on your own time, that's fine if you drink. All my in-laws do. I ain't got no beef with it. I don't care if you do drugs. That doesn't benefit me either. I got a lot of buddies that smoke all the time. That's not what bothers me. What bothers me is you're doing it. You're out here drinking and driving. You're doing it. And then you're running off to these benefits or events, whatever you guys want to call it, and acting like you're raising money for kids. But you're worried about me posting one thumbnail that's going to so-called make your club look bad. But you have never let on to everybody in society what your club is really about. So you know what? I thought I'd bring it forth and be the first to let everybody know what that club is really about. For one, guys, it's not a real club, okay? It's just a bunch of so-called friends sitting together, hee-hawing and acting like idiots, collecting money from people. Yeah, when they have events here and there, maybe $100, $200, whatever they donate to the hospital here and there. But like I said, you still got $1,000 sitting in the account. If you really cared about kids, pull all that money out of the account, drive to the nearest hospital and drop it off with them. That's caring about the real next kid. So anyways, that's all I got to say about it, guys. I love each and every one of you all that support me, support my channel, and you support all the kids out there because you love your kids, you love my kids, and you love everybody else's kids. Y'all know what to do. If you're new, hit the subscribe button, man. Stick around with us. I'm sure we're going to get a lot of hate on the video, and it's going to come from their side of the video, and I don't care. Because them haters are always what, guys? My #1 motivators. I want them to comment. Because I got a little more roast and I got a little more in the oven. And y'all don't want me to dig a little deeper because it'll hurt when it starts burning. Guys, drop a like on the video if you love your kids, you love my kids, and you love everybody else's kids. Don't forget to share this video. Let everybody know what it's really about and where they should actually spend their money and send their money. Make sure you know where it's really going before it happens. As a matter of fact, if you know there's any kind of club around, they're taking money for an event, and you want to donate to that hospital, then take it to the hospital. Don't give it to those people. Not until you know the real deal. All right? I love you guys so much. Remember, stand up for kids with autism, stand up with kids with special needs, and continue to support Extra Life organization charity event. And remember, we're doing funds this year for Vanderbilt Children's Hospital out of Nashville, Tennessee, because we love our kids at Vanderbilt. I love you guys. Stay real out there. And remember, Trippy up, guys. We'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.